Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Stellaris. The silly Brit is sitting this one out. The AI is taking over for him. But I'm joined by Sabouts and Vanguard. Hey fellas.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Alright, so let's see here.
I think Mickey's Empire's doing really good.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
seems to
being
be, yeah, it seems to
ran
be
by
doing,
somebody else.
seems to be doing fine, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
You removed the piece that was making all the bad decisions.
Technological acquisitions.
Yeah, true.
Poor Breeze.
Oh man. He'll hear what we said.
Listen to me not caring. He should be here if he wants a voice in all this.
It's that whole look into this eye. You see any concern in this eye? Okay, look in the other eye. See if you find any over there. Actually, you know, my father was a naval officer, and he would say, I'd say something, you know, Dad, and I'd, you know, whatever it was, like it was some big deal. And he would turn to me and he'd say, son,
Special
my heart
project
bleeds
complete.
Purple Panther piss for you. And I to this day, I have no idea
What does that mean?
what that really means. Well, I kind of know what it means just because from my father's standpoint, it meant I'm not interested in what you have to say, but I don't know what the origin of it was. Apparently, it was a naval reference.
Huh. I've never... That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. My heart bleeds Purple Panther piss for you. I was like, okay.
Okay.
Situation log adjusted.
Thanks, Dad.
Trying to decide if building
Systems
another
survey
station
complete.
to pick up like 4 trade value and attach it to the network is worth it. I don't think it is because the maintenance on the facility. Nah, I don't think it is. I think you have to have trade value of like 5 to make it worth it to build a station to pick it up. What are you guys
Construction
using as your
complete.
general rule of thumb for that?
I don't know. I don't have the rule of thumb to that, Mom.
I think it's 5. Like if there's an area where there's like, you know, a couple here, a couple there, whatever, and it equals 5. Like I got a section over here where there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, okay, so over here I think it's worth it. So I'd have to put a facility. Can I get it from here? Yeah, I could upgrade this bad boy. Okay, I'll do that.
All right. I am terraforming a planet.
Nice!
We'll hopefully get that going. And
Anybody know what the tritium atmospheric deodorizer deployment decision is?
no idea.
Well, I'm not giving this guy 1,200 alloys for it anyway. Yeah, no. Not
System
interested,
survey
thank you.
complete.
I like the market. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, the market is cool.
Ooh, wormhole travel.
Snag that. Though, have we even encountered any wormholes? Do they have any?
No. I see some. I see some on the map. None of them are really accessible for me. But I'll grab it up anyways. It might come in handy in the future if we go to war with somebody
Yeah, definitely.
halfway across the system, which we've done before.
Technological acquisition successful.
You can get migration agreements too. Suggestion would be grab those. The disadvantage is, I know it's going to sound counterintuitive, but population growth, we were talking about this before we started recording, is that since population growth is just ongoing, it does create issues with unemployment once planetary bodies maxed out in terms of districts. Having said that, it's an awfully good way to get, you know, additional types in terms of being able to colonize other worlds and having higher habitability. So it's six of one, half dozen of the other, I guess.
The name of the mega structure you asked on last episode is Coordination Center, right?
Yeah, Coordination Center. That thing is awesome.
Yeah, I found their leaked one.
Oh, you did? You lucky guy.
Yeah.
I wonder how much cheaper it is to repair the derelict versus building from scratch.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know.
Because it's definitely late game. We're talking first level of that thing is 15,000 alloys. I don't think I've had 15,000 alloys in the game yet so far. Maybe I have. I don't think so, though.
15,000, that's a lot.
Yeah, it most certainly is.
Oh, so I got it now.
Special project
That -2 base, it was because I was promoting and suppressing factions. It was
Construction complete.
not taking into account that. It was just putting a base -2. If I understood this right. It's gone now.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay,
Well,
so
I just spent a ton of minerals on upgrading things. I hope that's going to be worth it.
crisis
In fact,
averted.
I need to double check my direct xenology. I'm double checking my factions real quick to see if there's anything I can change or that I'm willing to change. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I just learned the hard way to completely ignore them. It's such a bad system that it's not worth my time. I just quit on it. It's as simple as that for me.
Yeah, that part's pretty bad.
I'm tired of it and I don't want to have anything more to deal with it.
So essentially what you're saying is that it's bad and it should feel bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. I'm with you, buddy.
It's bad and I'm not going to try to make it look good anymore. I'm just done with it. Next time I'm going to play a machine species and deal with it.
Disband that guy. I don't need him.
Yeah, it's the last bad thing about this game. I mean, every other bad thing, they just got rid of it or it's not important anymore.
Yeah, they even improved ground combat.
Special
Yeah,
project
that's true.
complete.
Yep. I mean, they changed the visual display of it. It's much more clear. When your guys, I don't know if you know this yet, Sabouts, but like, you know how like, you know, you'd have guys that were about to die and you're like, man, why don't they fall
Technological
back or whatever,
acquisition
right?
successful.
Yep.
Now they do. They'll
Oh.
fall back, and as long as you have reserve troops, they'll take their place.
Nice.
There's still a chance they can die, but usually they fall back, and you end up saving them. So instead of having to constantly build more soldiers, there's a good chance that as long as you're well prepared, your soldiers will survive an encounter.
Yeah, if you're fighting an inferior force, it's very low risk of death chance. It's not more, how do I say this? This is not more like a individual hit point thing. It's a collective hit point thing. If you have more hit points than your enemy and more attack than your enemy, you're going to conquer it with no losses or minimal losses. It's not more like you have a, I don't know, 30% bigger force. Okay, you're going to win, but you're going to lose 60% of your forces to doing so. It doesn't work like that anymore.
In a system called Spiram, Spiram, there is a Stellarite Devourer there, so it's insta dead if you go in there. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got this really interesting chain of events that I'm trying to figure out where it's going. It's kind of exciting. It's this species of people that live on a gas giant, I guess, and I'm moving them around between different gas giants in my empire, and they're colonizing these gas giants, and I'm kind of curious if this is going to really blow up in my face in the future.
I had one like that where I'd end up colonizing a planet, and then I continued the chain, and it completely destroyed the colony, and I had like 6 pops on it at the time.
Well,
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's a little bit painful. That's not even like, that's not like legit even nice. That's like just mean.
I'm not sure if I missed this or if it wasn't there, but now it's going to tell you how much the jobs cost in minerals to produce X stuff. So right below my consumer goods screen. Jobs-based production, 12 commodities. Jobs-based upkeep, 12 minerals. I'm not sure if this was there before, or they just put it there on the last patch.
Telling you what individual buildings and stuff consume? No,
Yeah.
it didn't. They added that in
Construction
2.2.2.
Yeah, so it's just way more clear now. Thank you, Paradox.
Yeah, before you were kind of guessing and experimenting with buildings to find out what they did. Now they've made it clearer.
Yeah, it's so much better. Now I know exactly how to balance my minerals and all those kind of stuff. It's awesome.
Your minerals?
Yeah, my minerals.
Minerals.
Technological acquisition successful.
I am slightly over my administration cap, so I'm probably just going to hold off on growing.
Doesn't become a problem until you're over 50% beyond.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, if you can keep it to 1.5 or below, you won't really feel it too much. Once you go past that, it starts to, it ramps up the penalty. Starts to become a problem.
Okay, so yeah, that's good to know then. I won't push it too far.
It also depends on how you're doing competitively, though. So, like, let me take a look here.
Construction complete.
See, like right now, these other guys are kind of whooping me on fleet power, but from a technological standpoint, I am beating everybody. So when I'm thinking about what I'm looking at, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because when you look at Empire Sprawl, one of the things is the additional cost of technology, right? So right now I'm running 26% technology cost. Now it's actually up to 27 because I just grabbed another area. So that's fine because it's all relative, right?
Yep.
Now, if I was looking at all of our enemies and they were superior to me in tech, then I would be concerned.
Okay.
You see? Like, so there's more considerations to make now than maybe before.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, I guess I'll start
administrative capacity.
Supremacy.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, so I got wormhole travel, and there actually is a wormhole I just found out within my borders.
Nice.
Oh, good. Be interesting to see where that goes to.
Yeah, I'll definitely want to upgrade the station next to that system and make a choke point there.
Technological acquisition successful.
Nice.
You've also got a ruined ring world, don't you? Yeah, you do. That you can restore once you get megastructures. Once you get megastructure restoration, you can do that.
For the wormhole?
No.
The ring.
You got a ring world.
Oh,
that
yeah,
you can
I know.
repair. That's pretty slick. And then what else do you have? You've got a ruined strategic coordination center too. Wow, dude.
Yep, I'm hoping I'll be able to get both those repaired.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, Sabot is going to carry us on this season.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, me too.
Nice.
Construction complete.
Oh, right. It's Sunday, so it's car racing on the streets outside of Bruno's house.
Day.
What was
Technological
it?
acquisition successful.
I don't
Yeah,
have
or
my
motorcycles.
earphones on and I didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
motorcycles, buddy.
Wow. Shut up, AT 2020. You're too sensible. I know we live in a sensible times, but stop being so sensible about sounds. They're not a big deal. Stop hearing them. Thank you, microphone. I love you. I'm betting my microphone now.
Have you guys terraformed or started terraforming any planets, or you're kind of holding out on it?
I'm voting on it.
I haven't had to because I've got how many races do I have? Hold on, let me look at species. I have 4 different species in my empire, so I've got every biome covered.
Nice.
So, and then I've already done 2 or 3 habitability researches, so I think the lowest habitability world I have is like 70 or 75%. So I've kind of lucked out on that.
Oh, I've got so many systems with the Leviathans in it. I've got so many of them.
You gotta, dude, you do realize that, like, to your southwest are, like, some systems that are ridiculously good, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm trying to
You need to grab them, dude. Like, this system, Broyce, has got 4 energy, 10 minerals, 3 physics, 5 engineering, and 3 trade value. You got another one that's got 8 energy in it. BORCE.
Mal, do you remember when we were talking before we started recording about the overcrowding of planets?
Yeah.
There is a new edict now, expel excess population.
You can spend 25 influence, but here's the thing though, it doesn't expel them all. And it's not permanent. So every time, you know, they can build back up. So you can restrict the growth also. You do take a stability hit for it. But it's always going to be there. It's not like something you can completely remove, which I guess makes sense, you know.
I see.
I guess it makes sense. It does.
Yeah, I've got a ton of different Leviathans all over. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4,
I saw
5,
yeah,
6 Leviathans.
They're like, hey, we like you. Let's see, you've got an Ether Drake. You've got a scavenger bot. What else do you have?
I've got the dimensional horror.
Yeah, and you've got the
wow, you got the
Devourer.
dimensional horror.
Yeah.
Wow.
The what? I've got the other. The what?
The dimensional horror.
You've got
I've
too.
got the psionic entity too.
What else about?
I don't even know what that one is.
You got pretty much everyone.
Yeah, all in my system.
Nobody likes him. That's why.
Construction complete.
Yeah, what's this one here? This
is one way of
unidentified alien vessel. I don't even know what this one is.
They don't like you. The game don't like you. The dog don't like you. Nobody likes you. The girl don't like you.
Do you see Spirum? I don't even know what that is in that one. It doesn't look like it's a...
Yeah, that's the one I told you. That's the Stellarite Devourer.
Oh, is that what that's called? Oh,
yeah, he looks awesome though. Like if you can scan in there, he looks really cool. I don't have visibility anymore, but yeah, he's really cool looking.
Ask for active sensor link for on Sabat Small, and you should have access. Just seeing it.
I let that. Why that one's not permanent like the other ones? Like, can you just make that permanent, please?
Yeah, thank you.
Trade.
Doesn't need to be permanent, but make it auto renew itself unless we cancel it. Just pop up something.
Ooh, wow,
hey, do you want to have this renewed? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, that'd be a nice quality of life thing.
Look at that. So now I can see all the different empires. There's a couple here.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna talk to these dudes and see if I can get a creation agreement. Ooh, monthly unity plus 5%. Or Paradise Domes. No, I'll take Paradise Domes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
Construction complete.
What is this guy that's overwhelming up here? Oh, but his other stuff is inferior. Okay. I was like, hold on. This is not good, but yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Nations, resources.
Yeah. All I know is that I have the most powerful army. Space army of everybody. Okay.
I believe it.
And Mal has the most powerful technology of everybody. And Savat is the most powerful economy of everybody. Got it.
We actually did a good job at kind of spacing ourselves out in a way that made sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I just got access to basically everybody else that's in the game. Okay, good, good, good. Now let's talk to these guys and see if we can find out who's just north of Vanguard. The Minerails, how about that?
There's nothing north of me, Mo. Just a giant black hole.
Really?
Yeah, it's a galaxy center.
So it's just like a dark, soulless thing that sucks the life out of it, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just like my ex-wife.
I was about to say, just like my ex-wife.
God.
Oh, man.
That is amazing.
Yeah. We have spent so much time together that we already know.
Oh, hydroponic farms just gives base production and farm jobs. Okay.
Space farms. Makes sense.
Oh, base,
also habitats. When you start messing around with habitats, they're going to seem like they're not worth it. But actually, they're also a great place to deposit buildings that create things or spawn things. So refineries are a great thing to put on there. What else is good there? Things like things that build alloys, those kinds of things are really good to put on a habitat because they don't really grow like they used to. They're very limited in terms of like trying to make them like a colony. They're really supplemental now. They kind of changed them.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like
Alright,
minor production sites instead of a full-fledged planet.
Technological
Yeah.
acquisition successful.
Yeah, they're not nearly as good. And since they also take administrative cap, which to me
Construction
makes no
complete.
sense, I don't really see a lot of value in them. Like the last couple of games I've played by myself, I haven't even taken
Construction
the
complete.
tech to unlock them, the Ascension perk, because it just doesn't seem like it's worth it.
Complete.
Especially since Megastructures is separated off and no longer requires it. You don't need Voidborn anymore, so you can grab something else
Oh.
with that pick.
Nice.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay. Our bases.
Construction complete.
Oh, I should probably build some kind of like shipyard production center somewhere. I have one shipyard, period. It's not ideal.
Yeah, I always run with just one. 2 thoughts.
Not
never
one
see-
shipyard. You might run with one shipyard that's got 6 on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm talking about I have one shipyard, like one single shipyard,
Okay, I got you now.
which is not wonderful. Hey, do we want to go punch? Who do we want to punch in the face first? How about these Star Dynasty guys? They're pretty close to us.
Yeah, or anybody that we think we can
Construction
handicap that might be a threat later on.
How are these guys north of you doing? They're
The
they actually have a
Sovereign Assembly?
yeah, they actually have equal economic power to me, which means they're doing pretty well economically.
Yeah, the Fanatic Materialist.
These guys also okay, so either of those are good targets. Yeah, I say why don't you start making claims on those guys when you can, when you've got the influence to do it. It's about.
Okay.
I'd say go ahead and start making them, and then I can send what military I have up there, or I can just send you resources. That's probably even easier.
Yeah, I probably should start building up my military some.
But where are your connection points there then?
And I probably need to start working on my choke points here.
Yeah, it looks like in the northwest side, there's a couple systems you could take, and then that would lead you right to their doorstep. And then on the northeast side, You don't even have a way through, right? Because there's a system up there with like something that can create death. What is this thing? Oh yeah,
Death
the
and
fortress.
destruction.
Yeah, fortress there.
So the only way you have in is that northwest side, which in a way is good because nobody's gonna have jump drives for a while.
Plasma accelerator's pretty good.
What it gets you to is good.
Actually, they are the best weapon in the game. Plasma accelerators.
Are they? Okay.
You think they're the best?
I think so. The only bad thing they have is they have relatively low range and low tracking, but damage wise, they just
I think it depends on the. I think it depends on the ship.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it makes sense on.
Cruisers.
It makes sense on corvettes. It makes sense on destroyers. It makes sense on weapon-based cruisers. I usually make carrier cruisers now, but if you're making weapon-based cruisers, I think it makes sense. It does not make sense for true capital ships like battleships, or that doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense for them.
Yeah, I agree. On capital ships, you should use neutron launchers instead of them.
I still also like kinetic artillery. The only downside
Yeah.
is that it misses. It's like, it really sucks because that's a lot. It throws a ton of damage in one shot, but it's slow.
Yeah, but they are good enough, let's put it that way, because they're very anti-shieldy thing. If you're using a lot of Titans, they're awesome because they help a lot the precision beam.
Okay, so alright, so we're gonna go after those guys then, right? Butterfly guys.
Sure.
Sovereign Yak Tank Assembly.
Diplomatic alert. Military
Oh,
confirmation.
somebody's
detected.
fighting. Okay, good.
Which two people are that?
The very northern ones.
Oh, okay. Well, always good to see people tearing each other apart.
Yeah, it's better for
Good,
us.
good for it's good for us. Yeah, definitely good for us.
Okay. let's
Construction
see.
complete.
Combat rolls. 0 point reactor. Yep. Oh, and we're at time, fellas.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No.
we are. We are.
No, no.
All right. Well, so in the next episode, we will continue to make preparations for war. We've got us a target up here. Butterfly guys have decided they want to be gracious and hand their empire over to Sabouts because they're good guys.
They are good guys.
So we're going to prepare for that, and then I don't know if we'll be able to go to war in the next one, but we'll be getting ready for it, and then hopefully we'll be able to go to war here pretty soon. So we'll start building up our fleet and whatnot, so hopefully everybody's looking forward to that. Thanks so much for watching this
Construction
episode.
complete.
We'll catch you in the next one. I'm Mal for the missing silly Brit, Vanguard, and Sabouts, and we will see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.